Hello, my wonderful dear from brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Week. My name is Amandia Neze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Anyway, my wonderful people, let's say other ones where we post this morning or throughout this morning. That one's now my people and our people and we people. You get the point now, eh? So this one now is coming all the way from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, and the reporter is Amandia Neze. Anyway, the matter why I carry come for now this Monday morning. Now this matter of our brother, will be our elder, and also the, let's call him a spokesman or a spokesperson or elder statesman, if he ever reach that level. Gringo repeater OBI. He don't make U-turn. Now he don't reveal his plans after the Supreme Court. And according to the information we gather here this morning, this one don't be said them say. I hear it from the right source that this man now he want to champion the agitation of the state of Biafra. So that is why he said Peter Obi reveals plan after Supreme Court ruling. Now he don't see say Nigeria don't happen to him left and right and center. Even at the Supreme Court that is supposed to be the last hope or last opium of the common man, my dear, it is now the last hope of the people, the money bag. And people will get the money pass. Now then go to justice. Even if you like, even if they like, say, may they carry human skull, hang all over their neck, all over their bedroom, all over their wardrobe, including their offices, my dear. As long as you have the money bag, now they pay in dollars. That is the most painful part of it. P2V, we say, I know the group station. Now, Nigeria don't happen to them. Anyway, my wonderful people, if anywhere way they, as long as they're Biafran, or maybe you are obedient to, an Igbo man will decide to be obedient, no problem. There's no cause for alarm. At least, and I don't see say Nigeria is not for us. Nigeria is not for us. At least, this one is a very important message that we learn from the fat man. Will be Asari Dokubo, where he say, good Lord, Jonathan, and the president say, Jonathan say, Nigeria is not for us, and including Alison Madeke Dizani. And I see upon all the whole people waiting for now, waiting Tunumbu government, they try to now say they want to go to extradite Alison Madeke for $2.5 billion, what they call it, fraud. Anyway, I'm not supporting Evo, neither am I supporting him or her, because she's have any affiliation with the Biafrans or the Southeasterners. But the truth need to be told. We heard about the Accountant General of the Federation who stole over 109 billion naira. Later on, we heard that he remitted 30 billion naira to the accountant of Nigeria, I mean the Federation account. What happens to the 79 billion naira? They are using that one to settle that person. Nobody repatriated him. We had the case of Abba Kyari, the Super Cop, who was indicted by Hot Poppy, our celebrity Yahoo boy, who was indicted by Hot Poppy. U.S. demanded for this man extradition, and that he need to come to answer some questions in the U.S. Not they want to send him to prison. The whole people know that the Nigerian government and the cabals, they concocted one story and they show us a video that now they are charging him for what do they call it, for possession of drugs or whatever. At the end of the day, in every 6 months now, they have granted him 50 million naira bail. And as I'm talking to you now, Abba Kyari is no more in Kuje prison. He has paid the 50 million naira and go back to his home. What is 50 million naira to somebody who owns an estate? Common ordinary police, how much is his salary? How much is Abba Kyari earning as a super cop he's not even an IG. He's not even AIG. Super cop Abba Kyari is have estate, mansions, houses in choice areas in Abuja, including the Federal Capital Territory. Nobody, they don't even agree to extradite him to the US. And I see that Nigeria is not for us. Let us come back together. Anyway, my brother, Peter Obi, you are welcome to the Biafran home. You are welcome to the Biafran community. We welcome you with all our heart. Only if you abide by the ideology of the Biafrancy. Otherwise, one day we'll kick you out to go back to your new Nigeria. You get the point now, eh? Well, my wonderful people, if you get this message, like it, comment on it, share it, and make sure you subscribe to our channel or my channel for better experience next time, because it's going to be fire for fire. Fire, fire. Give me some what I don't know how to sing. I beg, make no mock me. Anyway, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Remember, Our campaign is still going. Hashtag Biafra to the moon, Biafra to the world, all hail Biafra. And on the mandate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we all shall stand. Peter Obi, don't join Biafra officially. Go to the comment section and drop what you have to tell Peter Obi. After all, his aides are watching my content. You get it? I mean, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Saturday revealed his next plan after the Supreme Court struck out his petitions against Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu disease. Okute News. Recall that the Appellate Court affirmation the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the February 2023 presidential selection. Speaking during an event to celebrate Black History Month at Oxford University, Obi said he will not stop seeking elective office until he dismantles the crime scene in Nigeria. Okay, this one, not the right, and I write this one. This one is just the information I get from his head this early morning. Obi said he left a huge financial investment to join politics and contest for the 2003 Anambra governorship selection. He further stated that despite his financial loss, he has a sense of fulfillment that he joined politics to change the certain things and narratives. Obi said, looking back now, as difficult as it is, and with all the things I have lost, I have a sense of fulfillment that at least I can say I changed this and changed that. What did you change? Did you change the narrative in the court? Did you change the narrative that Mahmudu, 4 a.m. in the morning, announced election results even while people are still sleeping? Even when some coalition centers have never submitted their result. Did you change anything? Well, you change the narrative that the election of Nigeria now is being into competitive, unlike how it used to be before, that they have already known who to contest and who not to contest. But that does not change anything. It doesn't change the narrative that the hope of the youth are being torn apart. As I was coming here today, somebody asked me, how do you feel about contesting the election for the office of the president and what has happened according to Peter Obi? I said, let me tell you, this is just the beginning. We won't stop until we dismantle that crime scene. That is basically how I feel. For me, we need to all come together to make Africa, including Nigeria, work and collectively the black world. Obi said, Africa is the most unexplored and unproductive continent in the wide whole world. He added, what is lacking in the development of Africa is leadership, noting that continents can be turned around within a small space of time, only if the cabals are being eliminated. The Labour Party presidential candidate, when asked to react to the recent Supreme Court judgment, declined to comment, saying he would write down his thoughts later. On Ayaram, now so our brother Peter Obi onwase he take talking on. In another development, now they want to write what they call it, they sign executive order to unexplained words. You are telling somebody who have unexplained words to sign an executive order, so that people will be arrested when they cannot be able to explain their words. Come, this government itself, somebody enter into the office of the presidency through corruption, and now they said he want to fight corruption. Anyway, sometimes they said the best security head you can have in the community is to get an armed robber or a thief and make him the head of the vigilante. Everything about insecurity will end in that very particular region. Anyway, so let me take it this way, that he entered into from corruption. That is how he gets his office and he can be able to fight corruption. Why Tinubu should sign executive order on unexplained wealth in Dume, then including you. How much are you earning? How much is your salary and how much is your take back home? Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been advised to sign an executive order on unexplained wealth by Nigerians. The senator representing Borno South in the 10th National Assembly, Alain Dume, gave the advice during an interview on Channels Television on Sunday, October 29 of 2023. Okay, let me pause here and say something I have in my mind. This man is saying unexplained words. My brother, my sister, be rest assured that if this law is being signed in Nigeria, all our young boys are finished, because that is where the police, EFCC, and DSS will get power and leave our so-called politicians that are making laws that they cannot abide to. Let them come and explain where are they getting money for all their lavish lifestyles. Most of them cannot even perform, cannot even give 10% of the total revenue they are getting in their states. Uzodimma cannot even boast of employing youths. The only thing he can do is tell the youth that he's going to send them to abroad for them to go there, become a slaves. 4,000 youths when he won the second time. That means there's no hope of anything. He is wearing a watch of almost 1 billion naira in his hand, 800 and something million naira of then. But they will not do that. So you better make a no sign. Because I know say when it's been signed, mostly themselves, now the Biafran boys, now then go suffer them. All this one will keep on jumping up and down, traveling every now and then, importing goods. No matter how cost it is, they must import and sell. Now they will catch them to come and explain their wealth. Ndume believe there is a need for laws that will compel any individual with no verifiable source of wealth to explain themselves to the authorities, stressing that similar laws operate in the United Kingdom and other countries to tackle corruption, including you. Talking about his previous effort to introduce a similar piece of legislation in Nigeria, the lawmaker said, I have tried several times, but there were excuses here and there. He therefore proposed that the executive should lead the effort to make such laws while urging Tinubu to sign an executive order regarding that in the interim. How can the lawmaker support it when even all of them say they don't have any workshop, but they have billions and multi-millions mansions in Dubai and other choice countries? How are they going to explain how much is the take-up home? Most of them, the kind of lavish lifestyle they are living, if you compare their salary and their take back home, both allowances, from their first 4 years in office, my dear, they will have to work, and even their great-grandchildren will work to gather that money for the kind of lifestyle they are living. And you want them to sign it? Anyway, let me hold my distance. Let me hold my comment. Ndume stressed that the level of unexplained wealth in the country, especially among politicians and civil servants, remains alarming, and some laws are needed to combat that. Hey, I knew of civil servants that live in houses that not only their income, their salaries, or their life pension, assuming they will live in this world for 90 years or 100 years, cannot buy. The same thing with some of our politicians, especially the politically exposed persons, like ministers. You find, as you highly said, some of them come to the National Assembly and suddenly there is so much money. He noted, yes, most of them don't even have a bicycle. That is the people you buy a bulletproof car of 160 million and give. Nigerians complain. They say they have no right to complain. The Senate Chief Whip also called on Nigerians to demand better accountability from the public officials while reiterating their politicians are public servants, including you. The public are those that are supposed to put us on our toes to represent them and account for our actions, he said. And another development, war lies ahead of Tinubu despite Supreme Court victory. Uzo Kalu, former chief of staff to an ex-wild governor of Abia State, mascot Uzo Kalu, has said despite Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory in the legal battle regarding the outcome of the 2023 selection, he must work hard to overcome daunting challenges and war ahead of him. Ukute News report that Uzo Kalu asserted this in a statement while speaking on the Supreme Court verdict that affirmed Tinubu's victory and dismissed the petitions of the Labour Party presidential candidate and his counterpart, Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. He said Atiku and the P2B laws is not surprising as they were more interested in their theatrical and media trials instead of focusing on proving their cases beyond reasonable doubt. According to the politician, the fact that Tinubu won the election with 38% and 62% rejecting him at the poll makes the war ahead of him challenging. He said the war has commenced and Tinubu's effort to win should focus on how to make the economy better and unite the nation, which has been divided by the presidential selections. Uzo Kalu added that Bola Ahmed Tinubu win the war if he could win over a big chunk of the 62% of that voted against him in the next 4 years. He said Nigeria's democratic landscape had long been familiar with the extended legal disputes that follow each election cycle, with various litigations battles in the courtroom. However, the 2023 presidential election that resulted in the emergence of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the so-called president brought a unique set of circumstances and legal wrangling from the opposition, which left me intrigued and at times astounded. What made this year's post-election legal battle particularly captivating was the theoretical nature of the opposition's claims. As I have previously noted in different discussions, opposition parties, especially the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and Labour Party, along with their respective presidential candidates, seem more interested in public spectacle than in presenting a solid case to challenge Tinubu's victory in the 2023 presidential selection. Without any doubt, the war has already commenced, but its outcome also depends on how the Tinubu administration addresses the nation's economic situation. Prosecuting the war should begin with the effort to stabilize the declining value of naira in the volatile foreign exchange market, reduce the alarming unemployment rate through job creations, and address various other economic challenges confronting the country. While it is essential to acknowledge that the current administration is not solely responsible for the economic difficulties plaguing the nation, the president should recognize that even the 38% who supported him can turn against his administration if the economic situation deteriorates further and continue to burden the masses. On a hearing, this one is coming from APC chieftain and chief of staff to former APC governor. What is that called? Oji Uzo Kalu. This one is mascot Uzo Kalu. Whether I senior brother and I be that too, but make on the CMO, na so the government they be. Just like what that just said, that most of our so-called judges have already initiated their own sons and daughters into the system. That means let the corruption continues and no one is going to question them. And that is why the country can never get well again. Anybody praying for Nigeria, you are just wasting your saliva and your time and your energy. Because Nigeria is a failed nation. And a failed nation, they can continue until the day that they decided to eliminate the middlemen, which is the cabals and the foolish politicians we have in different offices. Anyway, my wonderful people, now hear me, I go take stop. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos that is coming your way. Have a nice day. Bye for now.